Hi, and welcome back to another episode. After my book released in February, I've had a busy few weeks, and I don't mind telling you it took more out of me than I had realised. You might have noticed that the weekly episodes have dropped off. I haven't done them for a little while. That's because I chose rest. I chose to prioritise my health and well-being over recording episodes. I struggled with that at times. I had moments of feeling like I was letting you down. And then I kept coming back to what was most important in terms of long term sustainability of the podcast and my business. And I knew it had to be my well being. I, like you, am the greatest asset in my business and life. So I need to take care of myself. Plus, my mind just had no new ideas for the pod over the past few weeks. Well, that's not entirely true. I've been thinking for a while that it's time for the podcast to evolve again. So, this will be the final episode in this season. And next season, we're coming back with a slightly different name. Nothing drastic. Well, not at this stage anyway. And a different focus for the podcast. I'm excited about it and I can't wait to let you know more. But what I will say, it will focus more on neurodivergence. I'm going to take a few more weeks before starting season 11, and I'll be sharing some information about the changes on social media and to my mailing list. So make sure you follow me on Instagram and jump onto the mailing list if you're not already on there. That's where you'll get to hear some sneak peeks about what's happening. In the meantime, let me share some thoughts I've been having for this bite-sized episode. I was talking to a woman who's been reading my book, From Self-Neglect to Self-Compassion. She spoke about not knowing what she wants to add to her life so she can thrive. As we spoke, she told me how she's loving spending more time with her family, how she's closer to her partner, and she's doing the things she enjoys around her home. She's walking her dog. She's engaging in activities that she had got too busy to have time for. I mentioned to her that perhaps she doesn't need to add anything else. Perhaps by taking things away, she has rediscovered a life she loved. And maybe that's enough. Sometimes it's in the taking away, the putting down, the letting go, the moving away from, that we find our path to thriving. It's a bit like a garden. Sometimes we just need to pull out the weeds and the plants can flourish. We don't need to keep planting more and more plants. Sometimes just removing those weeds is enough. Where in your life can you put something down? Perhaps step back and let someone else do that thing. What can you let go of? Maybe a limiting belief, maybe a responsibility you've been holding that isn't yours. Can you give something away that you don't want anymore? Are there relationships you have that are harmful to you or you're no longer enjoying? Take a moment to think about some changes you could make in your life that aren't about adding more and more, but are about having or doing less. I'd love to hear how you go with this. So reach out either to my DMs or email me at hello@drhayleydquinn.com. I'm also excited to share that From Self-Neglect to Self-Compassion is now out on audiobook, narrated by me. So whether you prefer paperback, ebook, or audiobook, I've got you covered. I'll be part of the Readers Salon and selling my book at the Sunshine Coast Hinterland Writers Festival in Mullaney on Sunday the 3rd of May. If you're local, it would be lovely to see you there. I'll also be doing an online authors talk for the Compassionate Mind Foundation on Tuesday the 5th of May. Reach out if you'd like more details about that. I look forward to being back with you soon-ish with season 11. And until then, go well and go gently with yourself.